In a quiet little town nestled between rolling green hills and dense forests lived three adventurous friends, Max, Emma, and Lily. They were the kind of kids who didn't mind getting a little dirty, especially if it meant discovering something exciting. Max was a brave boy with a knack for finding hidden things. Emma was sharp-witted and loved solving puzzles, and Lily was bold and never backed down from a challenge. One warm afternoon, while Max was helping his grandfather in the dusty attic, something caught his eye. There, hidden beneath a pile of old books, was a small leather pouch. Curious, he opened it up, and inside, he found a yellowed piece of paper. Max, excitedly holding up the paper. "Emma! Lily, come quick! Look what I found!" Max's friends rushed over, their eyes widening as he unrolled the piece of paper. It wasn't just any old paper, it was a map. A real treasure map, covered with faded symbols, strange drawings, and writing that looked like it was from another time. Emma, excitedly, "Do you think this could lead to something like a real treasure?" Lily, smiling mischievously, "Well, there's only one way to find out." And with that, the three friends made a pact to follow the map and uncover its secrets, no matter where it took them. With Max leading the way, Emma studying the clues, and Lily keeping an eye out for danger, they set off on what would be the adventure of a lifetime. The kids spread out the map on the ground in front of them, carefully studying every line and symbol. The map showed a strange route that passed through a forest, crossed a river, and led to a place marked with an X, the universal sign for treasure. Max, pointing to a section of the map. "Look here," it says. "Follow the path where the sun meets the shadow. That must be our first clue." Emma, tilting her head thoughtfully. "That could mean a place where the sun shines and the shadows meet, maybe at the edge of the forest." Lily, laughing. "Let's go. We'll figure it out as we go along." With excitement bubbling in their hearts, Max, Emma, and Lily packed their bags and set off towards the forest, following the map's clues. They had no idea what awaited them, but they were determined to reach the treasure, no matter what. After a short walk, they arrived at the edge of the forest. Tall trees stood in rows, their branches swaying gently in the wind. The air felt different here, cooler, quieter, as if the trees held secrets they didn't want to share. As they entered the forest, sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting patches of light and shadow on the ground. Just as the map had hinted, they followed the path where the sun met the shadow, moving carefully through the underbrush. Lily, slightly nervous. "Do you guys feel that? Like we're being watched?" Emma, laughing, trying to sound brave. "It's just the trees, Lily. They're watching us, but only because we're on a treasure hunt." They walked deeper into the woods, feeling the weight of the forest pressing down on them. After a while, they noticed an old stone by the path, with something carved into it. It was one word: bravery. Max, reading the stone. "Bravery? Looks like we'll need to be brave to find this treasure." Nodding in agreement, the three friends pressed on, their curiosity stronger than any fears. The sun was starting to set, casting longer shadows around them, but they didn't mind. They were on a mission. The forest trail led them to the edge of a wide, flowing river. The water sparkled in the fading sunlight, and a large stone on the riverbank had another message carved into it. "Only those who trust may cross." Max looked at Emma and Lily, unsure of what the message meant. "Max, trust. Do we need to trust each other or ourselves?" Emma, smiling. "Both, I think. Let's hold hands and cross together. We're stronger as a team." Holding hands tightly, they waded into the river. At first, the water was cool and fast-moving, but as they took careful steps forward, it began to feel calmer. They felt as though they were being guided safely across, as if the river understood their purpose. When they reached the other side, they felt a new sense of confidence. They had trusted each other, and it had brought them one step closer to the treasure. After crossing the river, they continued on the path until they came upon a towering structure, an ancient crumbling tower covered in vines. It looked like it hadn't been visited in years, and a broken wooden door hung crookedly at the entrance. Emma, whispering, "This place gives me chills." "Do you think the next clue is inside?" Lily, determined. "Only one way to find out." With cautious steps, they entered the tower. Inside, it was dark and dusty, and their footsteps echoed off the stone walls. The air smelled of old wood and mystery. They found a winding staircase and climbed carefully, feeling as if each step was leading them closer to the unknown. Near the top, they discovered an ancient chest covered in cobwebs. Heart pounding, Max lifted the lid. Inside, they found a strange compass and a small scroll. The scroll had another clue. The path forward is always changing. Only those who seek shall find. Emma, smiling with excitement. "It's like a puzzle. We have to keep going and let the compass guide us." They pocketed the compass and climbed back down, eager to continue their journey. Every clue brought them closer to the treasure, but also deeper into the unknown. The compass led them to the entrance of a dark cave, with crystals glowing faintly from within. The kids hesitated at the entrance, but they knew they couldn't turn back now. This was the final challenge before reaching the treasure. Inside the cave, the path was narrow and winding, with strange symbols glowing faintly on the walls. They followed the compass, which seemed to point them deeper and deeper. Lily, whispering nervous, "I don't like this. It feels like we're being watched again." Just then, they heard a soft rustling sound from behind them. They froze, hearts pounding, but saw nothing in the darkness. Gathering their courage, they pressed on, determined to find the treasure. As they reached the deepest part of the cave, they came upon a stone door covered in mysterious carvings. The door had one last clue etched into it. To reveal the hidden path, speak the truth you hold in your heart. Max, breathing deeply, I think we have to say what we really feel. I'm scared, but I trust my friends, and that's enough for me." As soon as Max spoke, the door creaked open, revealing a hidden chamber filled with golden light. There, in the center of the room, was a chest filled with sparkling jewels, gold coins, and ancient artifacts. The three friends gasped in awe, their eyes shining with excitement. They had found it, the hidden treasure they had been searching for. But as they looked at the glimmering jewels, they realized something even more important. Emma, smiling. The real treasure was this adventure, and having each other. Lily, nodding. "Yeah, we wouldn't have made it without each other." With a heart full of joy and a treasure that would remain a cherished memory, they headed home, knowing they would always be friends and treasure hunters at heart. As Max, Emma, and Lily stepped into the next clearing, they found themselves in front of a small, ancient stone building. Ivy wrapped around its pillars, and mysterious symbols were carved into its walls. The door to the building was slightly ajar, and they could see faint glimmers of light inside. Emma, whispering, excited, "This must be it! The treasure has to be in there!" Max nods, looking determined. "Let's go inside, but stay close." There could be one last trick. They stepped inside the chamber, their footsteps echoing on the stone floor. The walls were lined with more carvings, depicting scenes of treasure and people working together. In the center of the room stood a large stone pedestal with 3 small square openings. Lily, pointing at the openings, "Look! It seems like something is missing here." They glanced around, puzzled, when suddenly they noticed 3 small stone cubes lying on the floor, each engraved with a different symbol: a sun, a key, and a heart. The carvings on the walls seemed to hint at the order they needed to place the stones in, but the sequence wasn't immediately clear. Emma, looking at the carvings. It looks like each symbol represents a value. Maybe it's a clue? Max, thinking aloud. Let's try placing the cubes according to the carvings. It looks like the heart goes first. One by one, they carefully placed each cube in the order they thought was correct. The heart, then the key, then the sun. For a moment, nothing happened, and they held their breath, unsure if they'd solved the puzzle. Suddenly, the pedestal began to glow, and the sound of stone scraping filled the room. Slowly, a hidden compartment slid open in the pedestal, revealing a small chest gleaming with gold and jewels inside. Lily, gasping. "We did it! This is the treasure!" The three friends stared in amazement at the chest, filled with precious gems, golden coins, and mysterious trinkets, each more beautiful than the last. They had finally uncovered the hidden treasure. Max, grinning. "All our hard work has paid off." Emma, smiling. "It's not just the treasure, though." We worked together, solved the puzzles, and shared this adventure. The three friends stood there for a while, taking in the moment. They had not only found the treasure, but had also shared an adventure they would remember for the rest of their lives. Holding the chest carefully, they made their way back out, each of them feeling proud, a little braver, and closer than ever before. As they walked out of the chamber, the sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the forest. The three friends knew they had unlocked not only the treasure, but also the true spirit of adventure, friendship, and teamwork.